Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Connuh here, back with a brand new video, and today's video is going to be very different. My face isn't even going to be in it. It's a sad day. You're not going to see my amazing, beautiful face. But it's going to be a story time video, random life stories. So, let's get right into this. All right, so the first one is going to be my first fight, and so this was like a very long time ago. I don't really know exactly how long, but let's just say I was like 6. I was probably 6, around that. And I'm not like scripting any of these, and I might just start rambling eventually. And I'm sorry if I do, but yeah, that might happen. So, about probably when I was 6, I said that earlier, I was at my brother's baseball game, and I was really bored, and I was with a friend, it was my brother's friend. So this kid was like 11 or something. And so we're bored, and this was at a park, so there was a playground. We go to the playground, and I'm going to the slide because I'm a 6-year-old. I love slides, and if you didn't love slides as a 6-year-old, then you suck. Like I said about the rambling. So yeah, I'm going down the slide, and there's some kid behind me that's like, "Hurry up!" And I'm like, "No, I'm gonna take my time going down the slide." And sorry if if these conversations don't seem realistic. This was, a very long time ago. So yeah, he's like, "I'm gonna go down this slide," and I'm like, "I'm on the slide." And then he pushes me off the slide, and I get so heated that when he comes down, I just like karate kick him. Probably didn't karate kick, but I like straight up kicked him, and then he straight up tackled me, and we're just like, we're kind of just throwing punches and stuff. And then I grab him, and then I slam his head into one of those metal bars, and he's like, "Ow! My head!" Oh god, I'm surprised that I can do this voice. Sorry. Yeah, and so he's like crying, and me and the friend were just like, "Dude, we gotta get out of here." And then the kid that I like beat up, he's like, "I'm telling my grandpa on you!" And then we just book it. We straight up sprint. And so we're just like hiding behind a bathroom. And then like we're peeking our heads across the corner. And then he and his grandpa are like dogs, just like sniffing around for us. And this was like actually like, my heart was beating so fast because this was the first time that I've ever actually like hit somebody that wasn't my brother. And I was like so scared. And the dude's like, "Yeah, you beat some kid up, nice job." He's like, giving me high fives, and we're all celebrating while this kid's just like still crying on a search party to find us with his grandpa. And so, after, I don't really know how long, but after like 5-10 minutes, no, maybe 10-15 minutes, they just give up, and like we go back to watch my brother play baseball. And and I never told my dad or mom about this because, whatever. And this was like, I still remember this to this day because it was hilarious. Like, this kid was crying so bad, and like, I didn't really feel bad. Now that I think about that, I feel like really bad about that. But anyway, guys, on to the next story. Alright, so we're back with the second story, and this one was probably like when I was maybe like 7 or 8. I was a scooter kid, all them scootering tricks and fun things. And yeah, I was one of them, with the scooter hair, the long hair, and shredding it up. And I think I was pretty good, I would hang out with everybody that was, 5 years older than me. I held my ground. And this one, this is called Connor Gallagher in the process. Yeah, that's my name. Big whoop. And yeah, so this was part 1 and 2. This happened twice. The first one was, like probably a year before the part 2. And this happened like, this was when like I just started scootering, and I wasn't that great, but I was all right. believe it or not, I did this scooter thing for a year or two. Like, it was like we took it seriously. We took vacations to different cities around, you know, around us just to go to the skateboard parks and like scootering and scoot. You can tell that I'm rambling, but so yeah, so I was right outside my house. I was scootering. I was going to attempt a tail whip. If you don't know what that is, it's when you spin your deck thing. You're like the thing you stand on in like a 360-degree angle and land. And so I was doing this on a driveway, like, so it was going down. And I'm doing that. I'm like, I do it, and then I like throw it in front of me, and it's just kind of hard to explain because it's kind of hard because I don't have the video. But yeah, so I'm doing that, and I throw it up, and I just like, it's way in front of me, and so my weight, it just like pulls me down, and I land smack right onto the concrete, and I just like immediately just start bawling like, wah! Oh, my face, it hurts, I want ice, and like this like legit hurt so much. I remember this, and we like, and I was filming it. We had it on video, which made it even worse. The entire world would see my epic fail. And I made like such a weird noise like doing it. We would like put it backwards and speed it up, and I made the weirdest noise ever. But yeah, I legit just like threw my scooter up, and I like just face planted like bam right onto the concrete, and this hurt so bad. But yeah, the next part 2 of in the process, it happened probably a year later. I'm a much better scooterer. And there was this like thing where the entire scooter community, it was called the 7 ledge. It was a 7-stair ledge that we would jump off of. And I was attempting to do the tail whip, like I said earlier, off of it. And everybody would do tricks off of this. This was like the spot for scootering. That wasn't, the skateboard park. And everybody would come here. So I had like a crowd of people here seeing me do, this trick, because I was 5 years younger than them. I was, ahead of the gang. And I was attempting to jump off of it, do a tail whip. I've jumped off of it before, but this one I was doing a trick off of it, so it was much, much scarier. So I'm going to do it. It took like, I swear, like 20 minutes to get the balls to do it. But I eventually did it. And when I did, I went down, I did it, I landed, but my feet weren't on correctly, and I like just fell forward, and like my face was like a beaver. I legit looked like a beaver. I have it, dang it, I'm mad I deleted that. It used to be on my Instagram, but you should definitely go follow, link in the description. But yeah, and so I just faceplant again, back on the concrete, and then I land, but then I just fall forward and smack right onto the concrete again. I didn't cry this time because I'm a year older and I'm much tougher. If that's a word, probably is. and so we posted this, Connuh in the process, part 2. Back on the YouTubes, and we put it on Instagram, and it was like, dude, oh my gosh, these were the days, man, and I'm just like sitting there, I landed like the deck like went right into my thigh, I'm pretty sure, like when I landed, I kind of just like collapsed, and dude, this was like, this was so long ago, but these were the days. And yeah, I face planted again. That's why you wear a helmet, kids. Back! When we get to the next story. Alright, so we're back with the third and final story. And this one takes place when Connuh was in the 3rd grade. And we had the greatest teacher ever in the 3rd grade. Like, she was so cool. We did gardening. Like, there was a garden at our school, and we would, like, do a farmer's market every week. And, like, so this was on a Friday. We were doing the farmer's market. And this teacher, she was awesome, but she picked favorites. Luckily, I was one of them favorites. So she had, like, 6 favorites, and she chose us to go take a cart of succulents, the plants that don't need any water, because we sold those. We were taking them down to where the farmer's market setup was. And so we're going down, little hills and pathways and fun things, guiding a cart, 6 people. And then we're about to get right there. We're approaching the area, and there was a little gap. Like, it goes from sidewalk to, like, you guys remember, like, well, no, it was just, like, sidewalk to, like, more concrete, but the concrete was raised, so there was, like, a crack there. And so we're pushing the cart, and then we legit see the cart tip over and just go flat on the floor. And, like, the janitor was right there. He just, like, watched us, like, do that. And he didn't even acknowledge us. He just kept walking. And everybody's, like, blaming it on this one person, I think, that was guiding it. And they didn't tell us that there was a crack. We're actually so scared. And so we quickly pick up the cart, and all the, like, plants, they fall off the cart. Luckily, none of the pots broke. But they were all over the floor. There was dirt all over the floor. And we're like, let's pick this up. We didn't do anything. And so we pick it up, put everything back, put it by the table. Like, nothing happened. Like, the janitor totally didn't see it. And we get back to the class, and she said, "Did everything go well?" And we're like, yeah, everything went well. And then we just went on for the rest of the day, doing the farmer's market. And then about, like, 2 years later, in the 5th grade, me and my friend, us being two of the people that were there that tipped over the succulent cart, we go up to that teacher, our 3rd grade teacher, and we're like, about, like, when we were in your class, we tipped over the succulent cart and never told you. And she's like, "Wow, thanks for telling me now. That really helps." And we're like, yeah, anything. Anything for our favorite teacher. Oh my god. And then, yeah, we lived our lives. And that was funny. That was always funny. She never knew until, 2 years later. We never told anybody. And there was so much dirt on the floor after that. But yeah, that's going to be the last story, and I'll see you guys in the outro. Alright, guys, it's been your boy Connuh, and yeah, if you guys enjoyed the story video, it took me a while to come up with to remember some of these stories. I was completely blanking, and I had to, like, hit up friends that were doing this to remind me. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, leave a like, and you probably won't, because, I totally have heard my fans don't like to comment, which they should. I'm kind of, getting off track here. But yeah, you guys should definitely comment. Tell me if you want more of these, because this was a really easy video to make. It's fun, too, reliving some of these fun moments with you guys. And yeah, this video, I'm promising a video every weekend. It was a long weekend last time, so yeah, perfect. I've got this streak. It's been like a 5-week streak, 4-week streak or something. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe, join the Connuh crew today, and it's been me, your boy Connuh. Peace. Oh yeah, sorry for the mic quality. I'm recording it on voice memos.